Please subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell for updates. Hey guys, we are back with another video. In today's video, we are making a cup holder stand. If you are unfamiliar with this, it is used so you can put decals and decorate your cups without it moving all over the place. So for our materials, you will need 2 empty paper towel rolls. You also will need a pair of scissors, a hot glue gun, glue sticks for the hot glue gun, popsicle sticks or craft sticks, and the last thing is some fabric that you're not using. So I made this video to show you that you can make a stand with things that you have laying around. You don't have to always go out and buy new things. You can just use what you have. Literally, I had everything that I needed to make this stand. I didn't have to go out and buy not one thing. So definitely try to use what you have instead of going out buying more things, because being a crafter can be a little hard because you feel like you have to buy more things to make more things. So definitely try to use what you have. So you're going to start with your first paper towel roll, and here I'm just going to try to measure, eyeball it to see where I want the fabric to stop. So here I'm just drawing a line with my little metallic marker. And the next thing you are going to do is just start rolling it over to see where you want the fabric to end. So it's completely up to you how thick you want the fabric to be. It doesn't have to be thick, it doesn't have to be thin. So here I decided that I just wanted to stop right there. So for this next part, I ended up measuring the fabric so you can get a rough estimate of how much fabric I used. This is the width. So now I'm going to go ahead and start cutting the fabric all the way up until that crease that I said I wanted to stop at. And if I did not mention, we are working with 2 pieces. So the fabric that I had, it was folded in half. So cutting 2 pieces at once is going to make this a whole lot easier, so you don't have to cut it all separately for the next paper towel roll. So here I'm just cutting up that crease that I decided to stop at, which is the length of the fabric. So here I'm just showing you that you can use a fabric roller cutter instead of scissors, but it is optional. It's completely up to you. You can find this one at Dollar Tree for only $1.25. So it's completely up to you, whatever you feel comfortable with. But I felt the scissors were a bit easier. So, and I wasn't working with that much fabric. So now that we have our 2 pieces cut, I'm going to go ahead and separate them and place one to the side and go ahead and grab my paper towel roll and my hot glue gun. So I have my hot glue, and I'm going to go ahead and take it and run a line of glue down the fabric. At first I was going to try it on the paper towel roll, but I ended up putting it on the fabric, which made it much easier. And you do want to be careful and make sure you get it right in the center of the fabric. So go ahead and press that down for a few seconds and then begin to roll your fabric. You can add glue as you go along, but I decided to just add it all the way at the end. So for this part, I was being a little bit extra. I decided to try to make a seam, but it is not necessary at all because that part you're not going to see at all. It's going to be at the bottom of the holder. So it's definitely optional. I was being a little bit extra, but you don't have to be if you don't want to. And I ended up not doing it on the second row. So go ahead and fold it and press it down. Now you're going to take your hot glue gun and go over that seam. If you do decide to do the seam, if not, just skip that part and just put the hot glue along the edge of the fabric and then go ahead and roll as tightly as you can the paper towel roll in the fabric until you get to the end of the hot glue. And then you're going to just press it for a little bit until the hot glue adheres. So next you're going to take your hot glue gun and you're going to go around the inside of the paper towel roll, just like right around the edge. You don't have to go in real far, just maybe like a half an inch, and then you're going to go ahead and tuck the fabric in. And I really do apologize for not being in the frame of the camera. I really thought I was in the frame of the camera, so hopefully me doing this other side you can see a little bit better of how I'm doing it. So I'm just taking that hot glue, going around the edge, and then I'm going to go ahead and tuck the fabric, all those edges in there, and I'm just going to use extra glue if I need it. There's really no right and wrong way to do it, so you just want to make sure you get all that fabric tucked in so it can look nice and neat on the edges. So here I'm just adding more glue just to make sure I have all the fabric glued down to the paper towel roll. So here is how the inside of our paper towel roll looks. I have all the pieces down, and there you have it. There's the first one. Now on to the second one. So you're going to go ahead and grab your second paper towel roll, and we're going to go ahead and use the same method. So start with your glue, go ahead and run it down the edge of the fabric, and then grab your paper towel roll and go ahead and hold it there for a few seconds, making sure that it's in the middle. I did forget to measure the length in the first half of the video, so it is 11.5 inches long. I will make sure to leave all the measurements and the materials in the description box. So again, we're going to roll that paper towel roll in the fabric together all the way to the end, and then we're going to put hot glue down on the edge, and this time we're not going to make a seam. You don't have to be neat. As you can see at the edge right there, I was not very neat, but it's all going to be tucked in on the inside, so it's not a big deal. So go ahead and press down on that and let it sit for a few seconds. So go ahead and start gluing the inside again, and we're going to start tucking those edges. And for the sake of this video, I'm going to go ahead and speed it up from here. So here is our 2 paper towel rolls, and we're going to go ahead and grab our popsicle sticks and start putting it together. So go ahead and grab a popsicle stick, and then go ahead and put some hot glue on one end and on the other, but not all the way on the end, because you don't want it to be too wide for the cups. And then you're going to go ahead and press it down for a few seconds, and then you're going to continue on one by one all the way down. So my hot glue ended up drying out on me, so I had to go ahead and add more. So try to work as fast as you can. So next I'm going to make sure that it is not too narrow or not too wide, so that I can make sure that my cups can fit. And I do apologize for not being in the frame of the camera, but I did add that second popsicle stick on to the bottom. So you want to start with the first popsicle stick at the top, and then the second popsicle stick will be at the bottom, so you can make sure everything is nice and even before you go ahead and start filling in the middle. So now we have our cup holder stand on the back end, and we're going to go ahead and start filling in all the gaps with the popsicle sticks. And you do not have to do this close together. So it's about 1 inch apart. So just go ahead and one by one start adding them all the way until you get to the top. Okay, so now that we are all done, I'm going to go ahead and flip it over and start trying different cup sizes so you can see exactly how it moves around and how it stays. And there you go. This is a 24-ounce venti Starbucks cup. So this is how it fits. And so far, so good. So this is one of my smaller jars. This is a 11-ounce coffee mug. So that fits pretty good. And this is a 20-ounce skinny tumbler. So that fits very good. So I am very pleased with the outcome. I'm happy with the sturdiness. So I cannot wait to put this to use and go ahead and decorate all cups of all sizes. So thank you so much for tuning in and staying to the end and watching the video all the way through. So I do hope that you learned something new. I hope that this motivates you to go and make your own. And I hope that I showed you an affordable way to make a cup holder stand without spending a lot of money. And here I am just demonstrating like how to use it with putting decals on your cup. So I can't wait till you make yours. I wish you well. This was so very fun and easy to make. So until the next video, I do appreciate and thank every single last one of you. And I'll see you in the next video. If you enjoyed today's video, go ahead and give us a thumbs up. And if you haven't so already, hit that subscribe button and notification bell. Thanks for watching.